Canto 7, Chapter 8, entitled With the Lord Slays the King of the Demons. Text number 41. Shri Rudra Uvacha Kopakalo Yugantaste Hatoyam Asurolpaka Tatsutam Pahi Upashritam Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsala Shri Rudra Uvacha Kopakalo Yugantaste Hatoyam Asurolpakaha Tat Sutam Pahi Upasritam Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsala Shri Rudra Uvacha Kopakalo Yugantaste Hatoyam Asurolpakaha Yat Sutam Pahi Upashritam Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsala. Shri Rudra Uvacha Kopakalo Yugantaste Bhaktoyam Asurolpakaha Tatsutam Pahi Upashritam Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsalaha. Kopakala Yugantaste Atoyam Asurolpakaha Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsalaha. Shri Rudra Uvacha Kopakalo Yugantaste Atoyam Asurolpakaha Tatsutam Pahi Upashritam Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsala. Any Matajis? Shri Rudra Uvacha Kopakalo Yugantaste Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsala. Word to word meaning, translation and purport by Abhay Charana Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Word to word meaning. Shri Rudra Uvacha. Lord Shiva offered his prayers. Kopakalaha. The right time for your anger, for the purpose of annihilating the universe. Yugantaha, the end of the millennium. Te, by you. Ataha, killed. I am this. Asuraha, great demon. Alpakaha, very insignificant. Tatsutam, his son, Prahlad Maharaj. Pahi, just protect. Upashritam, who is surrendered and standing nearby. Bhaktam, devotee. Te, of your lordship. Bhaktavatsala, O my lord, who are so affectionate to your devotees. Translation: Lord Shiva said, the end of the millennium is the time for your anger. Now that this insignificant demon Hiranyakashipu has been killed, O my lord, who are naturally affectionate to your devotees, kindly protect him. His son Prahlad Maharaj, who is standing nearby as your fully surrendered devotee. Just a second. Purport. The Supreme Personality of a Godhead is the creator of the material world. There are three processes in creation, namely creation, maintenance, and finally annihilation. During the period of annihilation, at the end of each millennium, the Lord becomes angry, and the part of anger is played by Lord Shiva, who is therefore called as Rudra. When the Lord appeared in great anger to kill Hiranyakashipu, everyone was extremely afraid of the Lord's attitude. But Lord Shiva, knowing very well that the Lord's anger is also his Leela, was not afraid. Lord Shiva knew that he would have to play the part of anger of the Lord. Kala means Lord Shiva, Bhairava, and Kopa refers to the Lord's anger. These words combined together as Kopa Kala refers to the end of each millennium. Actually, the Lord is always affectionate toward his devotees, even though he may appear very angry, because he is Avyayatma, because he never fall down. Even when angry, the Lord is affectionate toward his devotees. Therefore, Lord Shiva reminded the Lord to act like an affectionate father toward Prahlad Maharaj, who was standing by the Lord's side as an exalted, fully surrendered devotee. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण श्रीरुद्र उवाच कोपकालो युगान्तस्ते हतोऽयम् असुरोऽल्पकः तत्सुतं पाहि उपश्रितं भक्तं ते भक्तवत्सला. Lord Shiva said, the end of the millennium is the time for your anger. Now that this insignificant demon Hiranyakashipu has been killed, O my Lord, who are naturally affectionate to your devotees, kindly protect his son Prahlad Maharaj, who is standing nearby as your fully surrendered devotee. So, as we know, the background of this whole chapter, that Lord slays the king of the demons. So, how Hiranyakashipu, just like a brief introduction, just like 2 minutes. Like Hiranyakashipu sent his son Prahlad Maharaj to the school the moment when he was becoming Kaumara. So, as we know that how Prahlad Maharaj went to the school, and initially he came and he taught what he learned, and then he taught his father Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. The second time, again he sent to him, please teach him properly because he doesn't know what he is speaking. So now they started speaking, teaching all materialistic subjects. So then he asked him to accept your father, like Hiranyakashipu is the only the God, Vishnu is the not God. There is no Vishnu, and only glorification of the Hiranyakashipu has to be happen. So when he asked the second time, he said, "Yes, my dear father, I learned all these subject matters. Uh, Vishnu is not God, and you are the God, and everything so on and so forth." He said that, "Oh, bhala, my son is completely transformed." But Prahlad Maharaj just gives the hint, ice on the cake, or what we can say that chili on the wound. So he says that this is what my teachers taught me. But as you asked me, you just repeat what your teachers told. Just I repeated like a parrot, but I'm not accepting. Vishnu is the God, and continuously worship Vishnu. That is like uh, salt or mirchi powder, chili powder on the wound. Already he's so angry. Now he is becoming so ferocious. And he said, unfulfilled desires, dhambam, dharpam, then krodham, then Paurishatvam. So he doesn't know what he is doing. Just kill this child. He's his own son. He told, kill him. In that anger, after that, the Parishatvam, this is from the chapter 16.4 in Bhagavad Gita. These are the qualities of Asura. The six qualities which are leads to one after the another. So when I was giving this one of the class, so this I was recollecting how these all six characters, one after the another in a sequence which leads to the other one, exactly fitting into the life of Hiranyakashipu and completely is going to ruin his own life. So then after that, we know how he started killing in by all means. At one point of time, he asked, "Where is your Vishnu?" He's there everywhere. Sarvatra. Prabhu Sarvatra. As we know that he is there in even in autumn also. Sarvasvachaham hrudi sannivishto matta smritirjnanam apohanamscha. Whereas Prahlad Maharaj is remembering that Lord is there everywhere, and the same smriti, apohanam, for his father, Hiranyakashipu. Oh, there is no God, and God is not there, and he is nowhere also. Okay, he is there in this pillar. Yes, he is there in this pillar also. Then he is becoming all the more ferocious, and then immediately he started using his fist and he smashed the pillar. And as soon as we also demolish anything, what happens? Brahman effulgence. So, but just to fulfill the desire, fulfill the statement, fulfill the words of his pure devotees, Satyam Vidatum Nijabritya Bhashitam Vyaptim Chabhuteshva Chatmanaha अदृश्यता अत्यद्भुतरूप उद्वहं स्तंभे सभायां न मृगम न मानुषम. Just to fulfill satyam vidatum nija bhritya bhashitam nija, his pure devotees, real devotees, the sincere devotees, the surrendered devotees, as Rudra is telling, the Shiva is telling in this purport. Prabhupada writes that nearby you, your devotee, the one who surrendered unto you, Prahlad, the son of Hiranyakashipu, whom you showing this anger and you kill him already, but still you are not pacified by, still you are showing the anger, which is actually meant to demolish or devastation of this universe at the end of this millennium. So he's telling that such kind of a devotee, Nija Bhritya Bhashitam, because of he uttered, yes, my Lord is there in this pillar also. Immediately from that, Bhagavan Narsimhadev appeared. Shri Narsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai. So we know after that what happened. Okay, now this is the time. Now he's having his own death in my hands. Still his anger was not reduced. Whose? Hiranyakashipu's. He's not understanding also that who is that person who appeared just to who kill him only. But all the more it goes. Rather, when the anger comes, what we should not do? We should not do the same activity. What is that? Showing the anger. What happens? Collapse. Whereas the Lord is becoming anger and he came out of that pillar because you are troubling my devotees. He would have taken shelter. Just like when Lord Ramachandra was going to find out Sita and to kill Ravana and come back. So his brother Vibhishan came and he took shelter of Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra gave him Abhaya and he said that now you are going to be the king of my Ayodhya. I'm sorry, he's going to give, you are going to be the king of Lanka. So he said that once, even my devotee said, I am yours. I will not leave him. Not to show the anger, our prowess. So it's a lesson which comes in between. Just I'm just giving you here. So, but whereas then the devotees asked, what about if Ravana will come? Oh, don't worry. Even if Ravana comes, I will give Ayodhya. So like that, Narasimhadev also is thinking, even at this point of, if he can accept, I can relieve him. But no, that is the lesson for us, that when anger comes, we should not show the anger. So immediately what happened? Lord, by all means, it went so and so long. By in the evening, the dusk, because of all his full pains. Again, he was his devotee, who is none other than Jay and Vijay. He also expected Nijabhritya Bhashitam. What is it? Neither inside nor outside, so on and so forth. By all means, he put all conditions. I should not have any death. He got the benediction. Yes, you don't worry. I will fulfill your desire also. I will make true your statements, Nijabhritya Bhashitam, because you are my devotee. So, but the thing is, by all means, he just kill at the end of the day, because it's not day or night. So, in one of the lecture, the devotees asked the question. What was the question? Oh Lord, Krishna fought against to Jambavan for so many days, 18 days, 20 days, 20 plus days. So whatever, but so many days. But here Hiranyakashipu, not even day. Okay, just say for example, morning 10 o'clock, so something like he had an interaction with his son, and by end of evening, so he got killed. How come it? Just only few hours, Krishna, I mean, Lord in the form of Narsingadev. That's all. That's what his itching sensation to fight against his devotees. So the speaker, that Vyasadeva is speaking to the audience. See, it is not in front of us he got killed. It is according to the time of Brahmadev, because Brahma gave him the Vara. So in front of him it's happening. So Brahma's that many hours, we can calculate how much time he played with Hiranyakashipu. It's not just like in a moment or within hours only just played. If only he wanted that Vidya Rasa, he would have played so long. Like a Krishna just played so many days with the Jambavan. So how come he just played? So like that, at the end of the day, he got killed by Lord Narsimhadev. So here, then currently that anger is still is going on. He got killed. Hiranyakashipu got killed, but is still so much anger. That anger is explained in this verse, that how it is looking, that anger is telling kopakaloyam. Okay, that is kopakala. That kala is time. That Bhairava, that is Shiva. The Shiva is very auspicious. Another name of Shiva is Ashutosh, giving all benedictions. Another is Shambhu. Samyak Sukha means always be happy, like a Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam yata Shambhu. So he's a Vaishnava. Vaishnava is always happy. Prabhupada said, chant and be happy. So he's a Vaishnava. This is Shambhu. So there are different names of Lord. But here the specific name is Rudra. Rudra means anger. That anger, not just simply ordinary anger. That anger, just like Lord Krishna asked Nanda Baba, what are you doing, Baba? So he said that I'm going to do the Govardhana Puja. So why? Sorry. Indra Puja. Why you are going to do that? So he's going to give the rains and so on and so forth. So why don't you worship about our Govardhan, which is going to fulfill all cows, and the cow is going to milk, and all things, everything is happening. So Nanda accepted, and he just to please Krishna, he did that yajna. And then Indra got anger. In that anger, what he brought? Samvartaka clouds. When that Samvartaka clouds are supposed to come? Is that is a time? No, Samvartaka clouds are supposed to come during Pralaya. So similarly, Lord is becoming anger, such and such anger that Rudra isn't mentioned, Prabhupada. That anger is supposed to come at the time of end of the millennium. And here, Lord Shiva is mentioning, oh Lord, that anger you have given me the service. You are going to show that anger because Lord Krishna never shows anger. That's how these two forms like Varaha Avatara and Narsingh Avatar, these are the two, the Krodha Rupa of Lord's incarnation, where he showed that anger. So he's saying that it is meant for me. I am going to come and I am going to do this execution of your service, in your service, on your order, which is going to be done by you only through me. So that's the reason actually it is mentioned here that Lord Shiva is not so afraid, whereas other people are so much afraid of that Narsingh anger. Only Shiva is not angry. Sorry, I mean, he's not afraid of that anger, which is going to come at the end of millennium. So he got the understanding. So, like we say, uh, in Queen Kunti prays to Lord Krishna that Nato Natya Dharo Yataha. Even a master is playing as a drama. All Vesha, Bhusha, Bhat, and everything has to be changed. But still, the servant who is sitting in the audience, he will recognize he is my master. Just like a dog, he knows who is his master. Even sometimes apparently looks like he becoming like a thief, or even he changes his whole form as feminine, but still he identified that he is my master. Just like Mohini Murti Avatar also Lord appeared. He's in a feminine, but still the devotees understood who is none other than the same thing. Lord Shiva told that, okay, at last, under whom I got defeated, none other than my Lord and my master, that Vishnu. So that's how the Vaishnavas, the devotees, always knows Lord's Nato Natya Dharo Yataha. So with that anger, previous verse, this section of this 40th verse onwards, it begins till the end of this chapter. What are the different demigods who are there? Because the anger is still it is there. But what to do? Now we have to do something. So all the demigods appeared over there. And actually, Lord is becoming much more anger after seeing everyone. One anger is Hiranyakashipu, and the second is all the more it is built up. Till that time, my dear devotee, the Prahlad Maharaj, undergone so many troubles. That time, nobody didn't recognize it, right? Nobody rescued him. Nobody thought of it. And now suddenly, you people appeared over here. He's becoming so angry. It was just is showing how he's become like a Bhaktanam Bhakta Vatsala, the name how it is coming up. He's becoming all the more anger. So the Brahma actually prays here. My Lord, you are unlimited and you possess unending potencies. One of them is even angry also and smile also, protection. No one can estimate or calculate your powers or prowess and wonderful influences. For your actions are never polluted by the material energy through the material qualities. You verily easily created this universe, maintained and annihilated at the end. Yet you remain the same without deterioration. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So in the purport, Prabhupada writes that it begins. The activities of the Lord are always wonderful. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetit. Janma karma cha me divyam. That karma means activity. The Lord's actions are unlimited. One of this action of the anger is wonderful. Oh my God, if only somebody will be angry on us. So wonderful, right? No, we will become anger. Of course, what happened? When somebody shows anger, yes, Hiranyakashipu also shows anger, the chapter got closed. So henceforth, we should not show anger. Again, that's coming very closer now. What we have to, how to counteract? What is the uh, remedy for that anger? How we can able to curb that anger and show this Bhakta Vatsalata for being a Vaishnava in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. So he said that your activities are so wonderful. How? So Brahma also little bit he understood at this point of time and he's telling. You made Kumaras come to your place, Vaikunta. Okay, they are jnanis. And you made them to behave in such a way that your gatekeepers Jay and Vijay became too angry. You made them to fall down because you had an itching sensation that you wants to fight and there is nobody and you only planned everything and you created all the situations and you made Brahma, it's me, what, to give the blessings to Hiranyakashipu. Om Brahmadevaya Namaha. When Hiranyakashipu was doing thousands of years, so much difficult austerities, tapasya he was doing, Brahmadeva appeared and he gave the blessings. You only made me to give the blessings. And you inspired the demons to cause harm to your devotees. Sarvasvachaham hridi sannivishto mattaha smriti jnanam apohanam, so on and so forth. Not only just only these three things, everything what's happening is you only. Ye yatamam prapadyante. Prahlad wanted to remember you, you gave him intelligence. Hiranyakashipu wanted to, there is no God. Yes, tatastu. There is no God. Trust, believe. Prabhupada also says, preach boldly if you have faith. So that faith in Hiranyakashipu also created by him only. So he is preaching very boldly that there is no God. So it's all you only is creating. This is Brahma is speaking. And you finally what happened? You inspired, you infused these demons to punish your dear devotee Prahlad Maharaj. Finally, you only appeared, you kill the demon, and at the same time you are going to protect your dear devotee Prahlad Maharaj. So that's how he, in the form of Krishna, he told to Arjuna, Arjuna, please declare, my dear devotee never fail. Kaunteya pratijanati, name bhaktya panashyati. नमे कौन विनाश किसका नहीं होगा? सबका नहीं, सबका नाश होगा, सबका विनाश होगा, हिरण्यकशिपु का भी होगा. Even the one who is against the adharma, Bhishma Pitamaha, apparently looks like विनाश तो हो गया, but किसका विनाश नहीं होगा बोल के भगवान भगवत गीता में बताया? नमे भक्त्या. ना ज्ञानी ने बोला, ना कर्मी ने बोला, ना योगी ने बोले, केवल बोला मेरा भक्त का. So that is the devotee position. So Prahlad Maharaj was such a great exalted devotee. So in that way, oh my Lord, Brahma is telling, no one can understand your plans and your activities because they are divyam. Janma karma chime divyam. So wonderful. Then Lord Shiva is praying in the current situation that this anger which you are showing at the end of the millennium is supposed to come. So why you are showing? Kopakala, it should come on the end. Yugantaste, why you are showing? Then Narsimdev is telling, this fellow, this Rakshas, Hiranyakashipu, तो वो तो मर गया. Call it as Hato Ayam Asuro. Okay, this Asura, Hataha, he got killed by you. Be pacified now. Why you are showing so much angry? And that to this anger, everybody is getting frightened. It's going to come up. Kopakalo Yugantaste at the end of the millennium. But still, why you have the anger? What you are saying is to kill this Asura, got killed. Be pacified. And he's telling that. Anyway, this Rakshas is in front of you is alpaka. It's very, very tuchya, insignificant. So these are the thing he's telling that how that Rudra, which is showing that one eye of the Lord is showing anger. But at the same time, Shiva is narrating what is the next eye. The next two lines are describing Lord's another side of his behavior. What is that? Tat sutam pahi. Tat, that Hiranyakashipu, Sutam, Putra, he is there just next to you. He is nearby you. He is just standing in front of you. Who is that? Please show him. What? Pahi. Pahi means Prabhupada is written here. Just please protect this Balaka, this person. Krishna, 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 Pahi Mam. We are praying to Krishna, what? Please protect us from allurements of this material world. Even Prahlad Maharaj also mentioned at the end, if at all you want to give me any benediction, please, there should not be any material desires in my heart. So in that way, please protect. Why I have to protect? Upashritaha means who is surrendered unto you. This is a qualification you have to protect him because he surrendered unto you. Because all the time, from the childhood, from the womb onwards, Prahlad Maharaj, what he did, he's just praying you alone, even at the cost of so many troubles in his life. He's not taking any shelter. He's not going anywhere. Neither he's pleading his son, his father. Rather, he was pleading his father, you also take the shelter of Vishnu. He is not telling that, please protect me. No, 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 no. He is telling that you can protect yourself by taking shelter of the same Vishnu whom I am taking the shelter. That's what actually is becoming so angry, Hiranyakashipu. So, like that, please show how to show that Pahi, how to protect him. He's telling Bhaktamte Bhaktavatsalaha, because you are known as Bhaktavatsala. Because he's a devotee, then you have to protect him. So, in that way, Lord Shiva is asking to Lord Narsinghdev, please protect him. So, just I will directly jumping into this anger part. Two types of anger, one is to harm others, and one is to protect the others. Sometimes to harm the others, it's very bad. We cannot imbibe in our own heart, but rather there is one more anger, which is to protect, to help the others. We have to use it because we know the examples also. We will come closer to that, which is harm to others. Just like Hiranyakashipu showed the anger, Hiranyaksha also showed the anger, Shishupala, Ravana, all these asura shows which are the anger, which is not to aspire for, which is not to imbibe in our own heart. But whereas all these angers which causes one to go to hell. Trividam narakasyayate. Kama, Krodha, then Lobha. These three will leads to hell. The same thing had happened to Hiranyakashipu. Got once he showed the anger to the against, he saw the Narsimhadev, but he also showed the same thing. What happened? He entered into the devastation. But whereas we can show this anger to help the others, don't leave this. Don't leave this opportunity. Then how to show this? Like mothers, in generally we know in our own lives, in generally, mother shows the insignificant anger unto the children. Why? To protect them. Mothers knows very well about this. If only if they don't show today what we have become like followers of Gaudiya, we would have not become like that. So much pampering and all those things. At the end, they only will become like asura. They only will chastise. While coming from the my native place, there is a seat next to me. It is neighbor. One seat. It's an RAC. That too in a second AC. It's RAC. Somehow or other, mother, father, and small child. Three are there in the same seat. How much parents take care about the children? They was not sleeping. They stand side only overnight, and they allowed the child to sleep, but he cannot understand all these things. And the morning, what he said, he came at the end edge by rolling, very small baby, and he fell down. मदर ने इंडिकेट किया, बेटा नीचे गिर जाओगे संभाल के, ऑलरेडी गिर गया. तो बोलते हैं, दिमाग नहीं है क्या, अक्ल नहीं है क्या, मुझे मालूम है ना मैं गिरता हूं बोल के कॉर्नर पे क्यों सुलाया मुझे. So this is what happens. Instead of mother becoming anger, the children become angers because of the age of Kali Yuga's effect. But mother shows the little bit anger when they don't go to the school, when they not doing their daily routine job. Mother Yashoda also showed the little anger. Now next month, which is going to come to the Damodar month, the whole pastime just turns like this only. Mother showed stick. She didn't bet. She just showed the anger just to correct him. And we know the whole pastime. I'm not going to narrate here. At one point in time, she said that if I'm not going to correct my own son, how he will become grow, and who will give a daughter to you? So I wanted to treat you nicely. So we know the example from Narada Muni that there is a snake and he told, don't bite anybody. Uh, and then the snake will say that he never bites. But the children, what? They cannot understand. They started beating. What happened? Your blood is oozing and all things. You only told me that don't show the anger. I said don't show means don't bite. But I said doesn't mean that don't hissing. Just to give fear in the opponent. So just to help them. So that kind of anger we can able to show. So that's how. Even when we can show this anger, we know from the scriptures that Hanuman also showed that anger. That is Krodha Bhakta Dveshi Jane. The one who is against, the one who is Dveshi, one who is envious of the Vaishnavas, the one who is troubling the Vaishnavas when they are trying to spread the glories of Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya's movement, the spreading the glories. Whoever is coming into the line, they're troubling. Like we know the examples from Srila Prabhupada, the Juhu temple, Mr. N, and many of the so on and so forth. Yes, we can use this anger. Koda Bhakta Dveshi Jane. As Lord Shiva understood, the Lord's Krodha also is a part of Leela. When the Lord is showing anger, one side he's showing anger and other side his protection. That's how Lord's wonderful activities. The beautiful example is that the potter, when he's making the pot, to make it is very perfect. And inside he will hold the hand, but actually apparently it looks like he's beating and from the surface. Have you ever seen that? Apparently it looks like that he's beating the clay pot, but it's not just beating from the outside. He's holding the soft cushion from inside and he makes smooth on the surface of the cover. So that is the greatest wonderful action activity, the attitude of Lord when he is showing with one eye he shows the anger unto the demons, and at the same time his Bhaktavatsala Bhagavan is showing with another eyes his compassion unto his dear devotees. And we saw the dear devotees means the one who is completely taken shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Burn the anger before it burns us. It's a beautiful example which comes in the Mahabharata, which I heard, and I'm just sharing how it helps us. The moral of the story is that before it burns us, we have to burn that. What does it meaning? Once upon a time, Krishna, Balaram, and Arjuna's disciple Satyaki, they're traveling, and at the end of the day, they reach to the dense dark forest, and they have to take the shelter. Means they have to take the rest over there. There was a condition. So it's a dense dark forest. So pitch dark, there is nothing. So please, one person has to awake. So rest, two will take rest. But the condition is 2 hours each, some time gap. So first Satyaki awake. So there was one demon came. So he said, please allow me to eat these two. I will leave you. So immediately he is becoming so angry. How come in front of me? I'm a Kshatriya. You cannot. I will defeat you. It went 2 hours past, whatever the time slap. Then immediately it got understood and Satyaki woke up Balram. So then he got afraid. So Balram woke and Satyaki slept and Krishna was sleeping. And the same situation happened. Balram, the same scenario went off. And the third, it comes to Krishna's turn. Then Krishna is, please allow me these two to eat or kill. I will leave you. So then he said, you are going to eat these fellows. Eat, go, do it. So then immediately has becoming, what is this? He is just allowing me to do these things. He is not doing anything with me. So the demon, Acharya has mentioned over there that is none other than the anger. So he made it shorter, 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 shorter. Immediately he catch up and immediately he tied on his chadar and he kept him. And in the morning they got up and they narrated the story and he said that, oh, this fellow you're talking about? Yes, so much trouble he had given. Satyaki said, yeah, the same fellow came to me also. Acha, you're talking about this same fellow? Then he showed that cloth and he showed, see how much tiny it is becoming. So that's how that anger, when it comes, it burns us. We will not defeat that anger. Rather, we will get defeated by the anger. So Krishna is showing here is that before it burns us, we have to burn that anger. That example within 5 minutes, I will just narrate that how we can able to conquer the anger. The antidote for the anger is anger. हाउ कम एंगर? कांटे से कांटे को ही निकालना है, दूसरे उपाय नहीं है। तो एंगर को एंगर से ही निकालना है। So just we see. Before that, one of the example to this Mahabharata suitable is that from Ramayana, Hanuman. He's going to cross the Lanka. The Surasa, the huge demon came. He want to show his own prowess. अच्छा चलो आप दिखा रहे हो तो मैं भी दिखाऊंगा मेरा prowess कितना है. He has becoming so huge. The Surasa demon is becoming so huge. He has becoming much more. The Surasa is becoming much more. And finally it went on, went on, went on. And this doesn't work. Hanuman become small. He went inside and came out. And that's how he made satisfy Surasa, and actually he got the blessing from Surasa. So that is an example just to fit for that. So burn the anger before it burns us. Of course, it's not so easy. We will see that examples here. How the antidote for the anger. Yes, someone says to us, what is the difficulty just accepting it? What is the difficulty in accepting it? The one who knows about us, he will never revenge. He won't speak like that. Rather, when he's showing an anger upon us by showing the example to the someone else, the dear devotee understands. Okay, my master wanted to show to others. Like Krishna also told to Arjuna, आप बड़े बड़े बातें पंडित के जैसे बात करते हो, this doesn't fit to you. But at the time, he would have become morose and nervous. Why he is talking to me like this? I'm his dear devotee. But he's telling to everyone. He said that people will follow you. Please, you do the great actions, great activity. So then they follow you in the great path, not under the degraded path. So not every situation is in our hands. We can do our own activity, but rest everything can be given into the hands of Krishna. Leave the rest. Not everything can be controlled by us. The real controller is Krishna. Bhoktaram yagatapatam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam jnatamam shanti mruchati. तो शांति तभी मिल जाता है when we understand the essence of Gita and to understand that Krishna is all in all and not that I wanted to control this. Yes, you can clarify, you can communicate, but you cannot control over anybody else. If only Krishna had control upon us, then why we are still in this material world? Why you are not gone to the Goloka? It doesn't mean Krishna doesn't have the capacity to control, but he is showing with Bhakta Vatsalata. He is not dealing with anger. That's how. Accept it, adjust. Life is all about adjustment, not just to retaliate. No, ये नहीं है, ये मैं करके दिखाऊंगा. Yes, you can, but you will lose at the end of the life. That's what we saw from this story, that when he showed the angry against to Lord Narsingadev, he got completely devastated. So adjust the situation. Do your best, leave the rest. That's how. Accept and adjust. Still, it is not accepting. मेरे से नहीं होता. I am not adjusting. Okay. But still anger is coming. What to do? N. Nudge it out. Means just push it against whenever it is coming into you. Just very gently, yeah? Not with so much that angry mood. Coolly. Just aside. Understand the consequences. If only I can show the anger. Response de do. React mat karna. So what happens? It explodes like a pressure cooker. It burns out. What happens? Like our face only will get damage. So again, the same thing. Our devastation will be happen. So we lose everything. Hiranyakashipu also lost everything. Not only he, his followers, his entire kingdom completely got collapsed. Similarly, it happens with us too. Henceforth, nudge it out. Just push it again. No, still it's not going. What can I do? Get over it. What does it mean? Just postpone. Just postpone. Don't immediately react. Just respond, or else show it later. When it comes in the like somebody showing, you can talk to him. अरे आपने सुबह जो बताया मुझे, is it the right way to behave? Is it good? Is it suiting to you, your character? I think, can you please reconcile? That's how we can able to talk your friends or juniors. Senior है तो बात आएगा ही नहीं ताकि उनको ऊपर हमको गुस्सा करने के लिए, because they are our hitachintak. We saw that mother always shows the anger which is going to help us in our own life. So get over it. Just postpone it. Abraham Lincoln says, express your anger on paper, write it, read it, sleep. Next day morning, you will only just tear off them. What is this foolishness? I never thought of it like this. No, still, my anger is not. Okay. As we know, Hanuman showed that anger. You can engage it properly. Then, how to engage it? As Hanuman engaged in the service of Lord Ramachandra. So, if only you have the capacity, then you can engage. Otherwise, we know previously analogies we saw that it will harm myself only, and so on and so forth. So many, my own kingdom also, my entire dynasty, everything will be get collapsed. So we know the consequences of that anger. So better not to engage. But still, we can engage Bhakta Dveshijane, Krodha Bhakta Dveshijane. In that way, we can able to anger. If only we have think that, yes, I am the right person. Yes, I have a right mood to correct this person. I have a right intention. I have a right compassionate because I want seeing like a mother sees the child's future. So yes, we can show that. And finally, still it is there. What we are supposed to do? Regret which is not going in our heart. First of all, we have to be sympathy upon owners. We have to be empathy upon owners. Then how we can resolve that? By approaching the senior Vaishnavas and reveal one's own heart and reinstate one's own constitutional position. Jivera Swarupahoy Krishnera Nityadas. So in that way we can engage our anger by accept and adjusting the situation. Otherwise, nudge it out, get out of it, or else just push it, pending it. Hmm? Still it is there, just engage it in the service of Lord. Krodha Bhakta Dveshajane. Finally, regret, resolve, reveal, and reinstate in your constitutional position. So in this way, we will stop from falling down. Falling down to where? Going to the hell. Here also is telling that Krishna never fall. Rather, he is showing Bhakta Vatsalata. So similarly, we can also show the Bhakta Vatsalata. From the Bhagavatam, we can see that prayers of Queen Kunti, the chapter 8. Hashvatama showed the Brahmastra unto whom? So many cases are there. In this particular time, his daughter-in-law, he threw the Brahmastra. Then what happened? Krishna, of course, by this time, Mahabharata got over, but his promise, he took a promise that I cannot use any weapon. But still, he used a weapon just to nullify that Brahmastra into the womb of uh, Parishit Maharaj's mother, Uttara. So Krishna took a vow not to use any weapon. Of course, by this time the war got over, but still the emergency was more important than my own vow. That's the lesson here. Better known as a Bhakta Vatsala Bhagavan, or the lover of the dear devotees, the who took the shelter, completely taken surrender unto me. Thus, he preferred to continue as Bhakta Vatsala than to be a worldly moralist who never breaks his Solomon vow. देखो मैं तो कभी झूठी नहीं बोला मैं तो कभी मेरा व्रत को तो तोड़ा ही नहीं in this past time just I am recollecting one very beautiful so I always ask Hari Guru Prabhu that ki, you are fasting like sorry to take this example out of context but it is amazingly how Lord also protect from such kind of fall prey to Maya in terms of देखो मैं तो कभी कुछ व्रत को तोड़ा ही नहीं तो मैं हमेशा सोचता था उनको प्रभु जी कभी तो एक दिन शुद्ध भक्त का बर्थडे का दिन या भगवान का बर्थडे का दिन थोड़ा तो व्रत को तोड़ो मत मगर प्रसाद लो मत लो पश्चन्नपि न पश्यति ले लो बट मत ले लो ये कैसे है जैसे चरणामृत लेते एकादशी का दिन मत को नहीं खाने का बोल के कुछ लोगों को मन में रहते हैं वो तो विष्ट मतलब उच्चिष्ट है अरे भाई तो भगवान का चरण का अमृत है ले सकते हैं तो उतना मात्र ले लीजिए ऐसे जूस का जैसे मत पीना ग्लास भर के तो वैसे ही थोड़ा प्रसाद ले लो बोल के मैंने पिछले साल उनका व्रत तोड़ा बोल के मुझको बहुत बार just only once or twice just I requested if you take it's okay if you don't take it's okay he said okay I will take I got the boost but he never took it. But the same thing, actually, what happened recently when he went to the Govardhan for the advance party, on the auspicious day when they arrived in the Gokul, and they went to the Barsana on the day, the kitchen head pujari, he came, he took all these four brahmacharis, toured around the kitchen, and they personally cooked and personally fed them. And our dear Prabhuji just looking at it. प्रभु इसको देखना ना है, इसको ग्रहण करना है. तो आ गया अभी राधा रानी का आदेश. राधा रानी का किचन के अंदर बरसाना का धाम में अपना प्रिय भक्त पुजारी ने कुक करा, भगवान को भोग लगाया, स्वयं हाथों से उनको खिलाया. So that's how even Lord also wants to protect the devotees. He is not like a beating hands, he is protecting with मक्खन के जैसे अंदर इतना अच्छे तरह से प्रोटेक्शन देता है, and he protects everyone. Of course, there are so many examples, but as we know how Lord protects everyone, so many examples from the Bhagavatam. So I give only one example, and with this I just close it here. Thank you very much. Grandaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any clarifications or any right way, right perspective? Just I repeated, I don't have any experience or realization, just only reading like a parrot.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. I mean, topic of anger, I know it's easy spoken, very difficult to control our anger emotion. So my question is, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met the Mayavadis, because of his humility, he transformed them. Right?
Because humility?
Because he showed his humility, he went and sat there. But it is also said that you can show your anger on Mayavadis.
Yeah.
So my question is, our anger propensity, if you get an opportunity and we show our anger to Mayavadis, will I get Will I get purified?
Sorry, will I get purified? Is it?
Will I get purified? My propensity of anger, I dawdle on Mayavadi. I know that this is a hardcore Mayavadi. I confront him and I show him all my anger. Will I get purified or it's an offense?
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. So with my tiny brain in front of you, I'm like a very squirrel, and in front of you, we just grown. It's not so much depth of understanding, but yes, in anger, ANGE, but still if it is there, we can engage it, as we saw, that is Bhakta Krodha, Krodha Bhakta Dveshijane. Because they are the devotees, envious people, or they envy the devotees. Yes, as we know, Lord said that, yes, you can engage the anger in the service of the Lord. But at that point of time, if yesterday only, we have Yajna course, there is a one topic where this Yajna has been explained, where this is came from, does it really required? Because when we are directly praying to Radha and Krishna, why all these things? So many questions comes up where Prabhupada mentioned this Yajna has to be done. So like, no? So Prabhuji was just like smashing so many examples with that, how the people will just speak what nonsense. So in that point, it comes up like this only, that Mayavadis, they speaks like a Mayavadi philosophy. They want everything, but at the same time, when it comes to you are Brahman, we are Brahman, and everything is Brahman, but they're the same thing. And he drank the fire or else liquor. So then you also drink the fire. No, that I can't do it. So, but at the same time, when we are against, yes, we can bash them, we can confront them, everything we can do it. But at my back end, I have to think, am I the right person? I have the right mood to set up that. I have the right motivation to do that. And when I'm playing the kabaddi, I'm going. But at the same time, with the same enthusiasm, with the same vigor, I have to come back to save my own self. Save one's own self, then later I can do the everything. If it's causing me only to destruction, So better at that point of time, let me come back. And do I know the right way to approach them also? So yes, if these things are can fulfilling that, yes, we can able to show them and save our own self also, save them also if possible. That's a greater service, and we can get be not only purified, we can liberate them, and as well as we got delivered from this mortal world. Hope this little understanding you also got pacified. हरे कृष्णा। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवत गीत भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।